welcome to my channel, Budgeting with Allie, or welcome back if you've already watched some of my videos. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified anytime I post. So it is almost payday, and that means that it is time to fill in my bi-weekly check-in. I kind of already did this on my spreadsheet, so these numbers are very, very precise for once. Usually there's an error somewhere, but and if you haven't watched one of these videos before, basically I just go through, and usually I would have my cash envelopes and my sinking funds, and I would go through, take out the money, and make sure that everything is good and that I haven't spent over budget. But of course we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I have kind of switched gears, and now I'm doing electronic cash envelopes and sinking funds, but I still like the physical act of writing things down. It just sticks better with me, so I figured I'd keep on doing this. If you happen to hear some traffic noise, I do apologize. I had all three of my windows open and then I closed two, and I'm hoping that that's enough because I don't want to close all three because I like the breeze. It's nice. Anyway, so let's get started. So first up in my cash envelopes is my giving envelope, which I budget $130, and I give that $130 away to my church every week, or every 2 weeks, which means I have nothing left. I'm just gonna, perfect. Okay, so I have nothing left in that one. For restaurants, I have spent $0 out of that budget, which means I have $20, and that $20 is going to my debt snowball, because I am still paying on my student loan debt. I'm just taking some of the money that would have gone towards student loan debt and putting it towards savings, but for the most part I'm still continuing on with my normal thing, except obviously not using actual cash, but whatever. For fun, there's I spent $0, which means I had, again, 20 left, which is good. For groceries, I actually spent under. So I only spent $42.28, which means, and this was shocking to me when I saw the numbers, I didn't believe it. I did it 2 or 3 times. I have $22.72. That is going towards my debt snowball from that amount. Usually I spend quite a bit more on groceries, especially now that I'm eating at home all the time, but I don't know what it was. Apparently I just was more frugal, or I don't know what I did. For bus, I do have $85 already set aside. I haven't touched that since this whole thing. I started working from home and therefore didn't need a bus pass, and buses stopped accepting them in the first place. So that's that. Alright, so for my total, I budgeted $320. I only spent $172.28, which means I have $147.72 that is going to my debt snowball. So that's awesome. I'm gonna make a nice little dent in my currently interest-free student loan. So next up is my sinking funds. These are funds that I don't touch until I hit a certain milestone, or I get to, or that I'm saving up a certain amount for. So let's get started on that, and I think you'll see kind of how that works. So for vacation, I budgeted $230. I spent $0 of that, which means I have $230 remaining. For gifts, I budgeted $360. I did spend $35 for 2 birthday gifts for 2 different individuals. So that's 1 birthday gift per individual. So that takes my total down to $3 $25, but that's fine. Still a good chunk of money for birthdays and Father's Day and also Christmas one, which is not as far away as you think. For Misk, I have $150, and I spent $0 of that, so I do have $150 remaining. For subscriptions, I have $140. I have spent $0 of that, so I still have that $140. For hockey, I've saved up $450, and again, I've spent $0 of that, so it is sitting at $450. So altogether, I budgeted a total of $1,330. I spent $0 of that, which means, oh wait, I messed that up. Oh geez. I knew something had to go wrong, it always does. I spent $35 of that, which means I have $1,295 remaining in my sinking funds. Which, if you have watched my bare bones budget, is something that I would dive into. I would take money from my sinking funds if I absolutely had to. But yeah, so that is my check-in. I hope you guys are staying healthy, staying safe, and being safe even as things start to open up and we're able to get out and about a little bit more frequently. But yeah, so as always, please do consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified anytime I post, and don't forget to like and comment. I really do want to know what's going on in your guys' life. And until next time, bye!